to Spawn Point, the show for gamers by gamers. I'm Bajo.
I'm Goose.
I'm Rad.
And I am D.A.R.R.E.N.
Coming up on the show, we have a big block party in LEGO Worlds.
Getting to grips with the Discovery tool is the first step on your journey to become a master builder.
Plus, we poke our pocket monsters into peril in Pokémon Duel.
Peculiar.
Perplexing.
Pancakes.
Oh, let's get some.
Oh, pancakes.
Guys, I caught my first Pokemon on this very Game Boy.
How retro, Goose.
Well, speaking of Game Boy, I'll also be showing you what it's like to create your very own music using one of these guys.
The great thing about all of these older consoles is they all had a sound chip. A chiptune is music that's coming from those sound chips.
Excellent, huge show ahead. But before we go any further, Darren, we must have one of your challenges.
Affirmative, Bajo. Get ready, Spawnlings, because it's time for D.A.R.R.E.N's challenge! Today, I'm asking you to identify the game in this image.
So perplexing.
I do not know.
Answer at the end of the show.
D.A.R.R.E.N, your abstract clues are like modern art.
Well, while we all ponder that one, let's bust out some Bulbasaurs.
Pokémon Duel is a free-to-play mobile game that's basically Clash Royale meets the traditional Chinese board game Go.
They should have called it Pokémon Go Royale.
Rad, that makes no sense. Clash Royale is an entirely different franchise, and this game is nothing like Pokémon Go.
No, I know, Darren, it's a joke. Never mind. In Pokémon Duel, you have 6 Pokémon in your party, which you must maneuver across the board to your opponent's home base before they reach yours. First across wins.
Affirmative. You can't move to the next spot if there's another Pokemon in your way, so strategic blocking is a good defense. And to move a pesky Pokemon out of your path, the best way is to battle!
Cool your jets, Darren. Battling, sadly, isn't quite as exciting as it sounds. To battle, you pretty much just spin the wheel and hope Lady Luck is on your side. Basic attacks with higher power beat weaker attacks. Blue moves are defensive and dispel any encounter, and purple moves are debuffs, which override basic attacks. If your Pokemon is defeated, they end up in the Poké Center.
Yes, the Poké Center can only take 2 patients at a time. Once a third Pokemon is defeated, it pushes the first Pokemon back into your deck. Classic healthcare budget cuts and hospital overcrowding.
The battle system integrates skill with chance. However, you can tilt the odds in your favor. Leveling up your Pokemon allows you to alter the battle wheel, increasing the area taken up by abilities and decreasing the miss area. But as reaching the other side is the only win condition, positioning is also key.
Yeah, careful placement was actually my favorite way of playing. If you surround an enemy, they automatically go to the Poké Center. Aha, you fool! Stepped right into my trap.
Gotta trap more, Rad. Before battles, you can also use plates, which are like cards you can play to buff your Pokemon or give you a strategic advantage, like extra attack. These were handy in case your Pokemon needs to take on a slightly stronger enemy.
Yeah, you can also use AI tickets, which lets the AI play your next few turns for you, but I didn't really like this because isn't the point of playing a game to play the game?
Yes, I know what you mean, Rad. I guess it could show you some strategies that maybe you hadn't thought of, but I don't want a robot playing my game for me.
Why not? It sounds like a surefire way to prevent noobishness. In fact, I think all humans should get a robot to play their games for them. What a wonderful idea.
Yeah, maybe, Darren. We'll look into it. Outside of duels, there's a whole system behind perfecting your deck with the most powerful Pokemon. Winning duels earns you boosters, which take a certain amount of time to unlock. Inside, there's Pokemon and cubes, which can be used to level up your Pokemon.
You also earn key fragments with each duel, and once you have 10, you can unlock an extra daily booster. But boosters in this game seem to take an unusually long time to unlock, with many of them taking upwards of 6 hours.
Yeah, everything in this game kind of takes a lot of time, doesn't it?
When you load up the game, you have to go through this warning screen. Then the intro video starts to play. Then the game has to connect. Then you have to tap the screen to get it to load the main page. But why? This is a mobile game. Time is of the essence.
Not when you're playing Pokemon Duel. This game likes to take its time. Turns can take a while. Duels can be up to 10 minutes, and there's loading screens everywhere. Plus, there's no quick way to see your Pokemon stats to help you decide if you want them in your deck.
Yeah, it's just not snappy enough for a mobile game. Darren, have you run an analysis on the microtransactions?
My calculations are just about complete, Bajo. Oh, according to my calculations, this game is quite generous with its premium currency, and Sporlings can get a good amount of playtime without feeling too tempted to spend real-world dollars.
Well, that's a definite plus. Final thoughts, Bajo?
Well, I do think it is way too clunky for a mobile game, but, I did enjoy the duel, so I'm going to give it 2.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Not being able to see my Pokemon stats easily really hampered my deck building and thus enjoyment of the game. However, I did really like the strategizing. I'm giving it 3 out of 5 rubber chickens. Back in the 90s, game music was a little different. Instead of instruments, musicians made their music inside the game console, creating those familiar bleeps and bloops. This art lingers on, and today I'm at the Campbelltown Arts Centre to learn how to write and perform my own retro jams with the help of professional jammer .ay. Can you explain a little bit about what's happening here today?
So it's basically a festival based around video game consoles and creating music and visuals out of things that we used to use in the past just for playing games, and it's kind of taking that and making something entirely new that they were never kind of originally intended for. The great thing about all of these older consoles is they all had a sound chip that effectively had its own characteristics, whereas nowadays everything uses samples and recordings. All of those were individual kind of sonic characteristics that everyone is kind of familiar with. As you just think about the Mario theme song, it's very bleepy bloopy, everyone knows those kind of sounds. They sound like that because of these sound chips. So effectively, a chiptune is music that's coming from those sound chips.
So how did you get into the whole world of chiptunes?
I came at it from an interesting angle in that I wasn't necessarily a gamer first, but I was really into music and sound. I've actually been more interested in video games since getting into this because of the history and everything is so rich and amazing. But for me, it was the breadth of sound that you can get out of such a kind of simple device. It's one of the things that sounds quintessentially electronic. Like there's nothing as electronic sounding as a kind of video game console. I'll switch across, so I'm looking at the same thing that you guys are.
So what kind of chips are we using today, and what can people do with those?
Okay, so generally the most popular is the Nintendo Game Boy, and its sound chip is only 4 channels, and it is kind of raw and crunchy, but the great thing is that it's portable. That's why it's kind of become a musical thing that anyone can use, and it's still relevant now because you can make these great music portably and kind of carry it around with you.
With that in mind, we headed into the classroom to start learning to code on a Game Boy in the hopes of building our own tracks. Oh, thank you.
So if you have a Game Boy in front of you and turn it on, you should see something similar to that.
This is pretty intense.
See one, and so that's for each individual instrument. This will all make a lot more sense.
All right, so it's a lot to take in. Phrases make up chains, chains make up a song. First thing I have to do is build my drum beat, so drop some sick beats. Within about 90 minutes, I had something I thought was pretty funky. Well, you're listening to it, so you be the judge. However, surrounded by some more experienced artists, I was a little nervous about showing off my own tune to the class. Now his was better though. But sometimes you just gotta go for it. was my first performance as a chiptune artist, and it was nerve-wracking showing off my piece, but I think I had a little something there. The tool is really interesting. It's quite simple in that there's only 4 tracks, but there's a lot of depth to it, and there's heaps you can do, and it's really easy to mess things up. I had to ask for help a couple of times, but people are doing amazing things with this tool, and I'm a musician myself, but I don't know how to play this instrument. It's very different. It's a really interesting way to make music, and it's really cool to see gaming and music, 2 things that I love, come together like this, so I'm going to keep working on my piece.
All right, Goose, I hope you brought your answer pants today because we have loads of questions to get through.
Bajo, I've always got a spare pair of answer pants on.
Oh, excellent. Well, you're going to need them. First up, we have this from the king of all cats and toasted cheese sandwiches, who is in Cat City in New South Wales.
Cats and cheese toasties, so kind of like a...
Yeah, that's what it's about. Hello, my friends at GGSP. I am afraid I have a noob offense against Goose. On the first episode for 2017, he said there are no in-app purchases in Super Mario Run. I'm afraid that it does if you play Tour before you complete the game, click on a level you are not up to yet. I am very sorry, Goose, you need to take a very long sip in the noob cup. P.S. Rad, do these. Oh, let me just get Rad on the phone, Goose. Thanks, Rand. King of all cats and toasted cheese sandwiches out.
Bajo, way to ambush me with a noob accusation straight out of the gate.
Hey, Goose, I don't pick the questions. The questions pick me. Now, you have a lot to answer for yourself. What do you say for yourself, Goose?
Well, I say for myself that I think I should be in the clear for that one, to be honest. Firstly, I seem to remember saying that there were no ads or microtransactions, not that there were no in-app purchases. Do we have a clip?
I think we have a clip.
Oh, okay, let's play a clip.
Roll the clip, Lee.
Also, the game has no ads or microtransactions, so yay! Ha! See? Now, yes, the game does have a one-off purchase from within the demo mode, but that's simply buying the game, and buying a game doesn't count as a microtransaction. If you ask me, it's more of a major transaction, so I was right about that.
I don't know about that, Goose. You know, I don't want you to drink from the noob cup, but if in fact you are correct, you have to drink from the noob cup. I'm gonna get Darren on the phone, we'll find out for sure. Another person in this adjudication will help it, I think. I mean, I don't want you to drink from the noob cup, but if you don't have to drink from the noob cup, you have to drink from the noob cup, then after watching it'll be funny. It's ringing.
Hello.
Darren, Bajo here.
Oh, hello, Bajo. How can I help?
Hi, how's it going? We've got a Spawnling here who says that Goose is a noob because he said Super Mario Run didn't have in-app purchases, but it does, except Goose didn't say it didn't have in-app purchases. He just said it didn't have microtransactions. So what do you think, Daz? Noob or not?
Calculating noobishness.
Good luck, Goose.
My verdict is not a noob. While in-app purchases often consist of microtransactions, they are not the same thing. And buying a full game does not count as micro. Goose was therefore correct.
Yes, nailed it.
All right, well, I guess that checks out. Thanks, Darren.
Oh, my pleasure. Although if you think about it, the opposite of micro would be macro. A macro transaction. Macro.
And he's gone.
Congratulations, Goose. But you know what? The cold spectre of noobishness comes for us all sooner or later. Watch your back. Okay, buckle up. We're going to rip through these next questions. I want speed answers here, starting with this one from Chris, who is in Victoria, Melbourne. Bam.
What is that?
It's a bam button.
All right, let's do it. Good day! For those of us who don't have smartphones, or whatever the ABC Me app supposedly works on, is there somewhere else we can see the new GGSP content that is only found on the Me app now, please? P.S. Bring back GG, please. In some form. Too much adult content out there that GGSP cannot cover. Well, Chris, you don't need a smartphone or the app to watch episodes of Spawn Point Scoop, our online exclusive bonus content. You can use any old browser and just go to the ABC Me website and watch it in the Watch Now section.
Bam! Speed round answered.
What is that BAM thingy?
It's the BAM button. I said it already. If we nail the question quickly, we can BAM it. Okay, next one here we've got from Awesome King, who's under your desk in New South Wales. BAM!
No time to pay attention.
Hey, I love your show. P.S. Please answer. P.P.S. Do you need Xbox Live to play Forward Horizon 3 co-op? Well, you're awesome, King. I'm going to assume you mean Forza Horizon 3, and yes, you do need an Xbox Live Gold account to play that cooperatively on Xbox One.
But if you're playing on the PC version, then you can use a free Xbox Live account. But either way, you need to be online since there's no local split-screen multiplayer.
Bam! Another question answered. Haha. Next one here comes from the King of Minecraft, who is in Perth, Western Australia. What is under bedrock? Please answer, or no more Minecraft for you. And Darren is a noob.
Well, your Minecraft Highness... Oh, bowing. Oh, yes, of course. There's nothing underneath bedrock except a black abyss.
Bam! We're ripping through these questions. Oh, next up we have this one here from Jet, who's in Melbourne, Victoria.
I'm sorry about that.
We're gonna jet through this question.
Speedy. I am trying to follow Goose in creating a game on an episode, and he says to download the GGSP sprite graphics to the desktop, but I can't find them on the site to download. Can you help give me directions? I can certainly help direct you to those, Jet. Just go onto our website here, click on the link to Coding Corner here, then you'll need to find the link to the older Make a Game segment here, and you'll find the links to the graphic files here.
Bam! Bam! So many links, Goose. Linkaroo. Let's link right up to our next question, which is from... it's from the King of Xbox One S in Brisbane, Queensland.
I'm just going to take that over here so I can ban the next one.
My ban button.
Here we go.
Can you build a computer in Minecraft? Well, your Xbox One S Highness. Yes, you can build a computer in Minecraft.
Yes, and how you do so is beyond me personally, but I have seen many videos of people who have used redstone and various things to create what could be called real working computers. They're usually massive though.
Yes, you certainly couldn't fit one on a desk, that is for sure.
No, but Bajo, they're already in the computer on your desk. It's computers within computers.
Oh! Computerception! Hang on, what if you built a computer in Minecraft that could play Minecraft, and then built a computer inside that?
Well then you would probably create a black hole or something. You'd destroy us all with your infinite Minecraft contraption.
My brain hurts. That's all the time we have for this week, and if you'd like to ask us a question, then you can go here and send it in. Bam!
Oh, bam! Questions answered.
Questions
Bam!
answered. Good bam! Bam!
Yes, excellent bamming. Bam. I think we broke it.
We bammed too hard, Goose!
We over-bammed.
Flee! The bam machine has forsaken us! LEGO Worlds is the most ambitious and different LEGO game we've seen in many years. It throws away the tried and true action puzzle game formula we know so well, and instead it sort of gives us a LEGO meets Minecraft meets No Man's Sky kind of game.
Affirmative. LEGO Worlds could be loosely described as an open-world, creative/exploratory experience. Things begin with your spaceship crash landing into, well, a LEGO world. Here you need to collect some gold bricks in order to repair your craft and go explore other worlds. You're soon given a discovery tool which lets you scan, catalogue and replicate various objects. And using this, you can complete a few simple quests to get your bricks and move on.
Over the next few planets, you're given a few more tools to change the world around you in different ways.
Yes, one lets you add or remove bits of land, another lets you paint, while others let you copy structures or build precisely.
The tools are a little fiddly, but with enough patience you can build just about anything. And as a bonus, you don't have to mine for bricks, although you will need to spend studs to purchase certain objects.
You're free to set up shop on any world and start building, but you are encouraged to jump from one randomly generated world to the next, using your tools to discover more items you can play with, and do simple quests to get gold bricks, which will let you unlock bigger worlds. All that sounds quite fun, but guys, I found it got boring a bit quickly.
Affirmative. The quests are extremely mundane, tasking you with such things as painting a wall or a patch of ground, placing a structure, or helping to protect a random character. And while they are often insultingly simple, they are occasionally infuriatingly hard to complete for no discernible reason. Take this character, who asked us to place a water tower, for example. Watch as we place water tower after water tower to no avail until suddenly one water tower finally completed the quest.
But why? What was so special about that water tower?
It's a mystery for the ages, Bajo.
Yeah, sadly I had a few moments like that as well, where I just wasn't sure why a quest wouldn't complete. And I played on the Xbox One version for a while, and once I got to the third world, it became almost unplayable. The performance was just so bad it was hard to even control the game. So I tried the PC version, which was much better, though it still had its own issues, like constantly resetting my video options.
More bugs.
Too many bugs. Some of you may remember we looked at this game in 2015, back when it was still in early development. And back then, it was a lot more Minecraft-esque, with giant near-infinite worlds you could explore and do whatever you like in. And for some reason, they've removed that. But why?
Affirmative. This is a markedly different game. It has changed from offering a fully open world where you're left to explore at your own pace to providing small individual worlds with missions that must be completed to unlock more of the game.
Yeah, but I can totally appreciate that they wanted to give a little bit more structure to the experience. Especially for younger spawnlings, having quests and goals to work towards is really helpful.
Ah, the sky's falling in. Oh, my mistake. It's one of those meteorites again. Cool.
Some people feel really lost when you're just left to do whatever.
But why remove it, Rad? But why? Why not leave it as a free roam creative mode at least?
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't want to have best of both worlds.
Not to mention, it's somewhat dishonest to have a game on sale for so long, which promised one kind of experience, and then suddenly change it so dramatically. This is not what many people thought they were buying. A bit like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but at least the very core of creative freedom is still there. This is all about offering bright and colourful LEGO sandboxes where you can let your creative juices flow. And it does support local and online multiplayer, so it could be a good one for younger spawnlings and grown-ups to play together. I'm giving it 2 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I want to recommend this, Rad, but I cannot because there are so many other great options out there for this kind of game. So I'm going to give it 1 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
All right, Dazza, time to find out what your mystery game is.
Affirmative! At the start of the show, I asked you to identify the game in this image. And the answer is... Kingdom Hearts!
Oh, I thought I saw a Keyblade there.
Actually, that part wasn't too bad. Well, next week on the show, it's party multiplayer explosive fun in Super Bomberman R.
R.
No pirates.
Oh.
The fate of the entire universe rests on your shoulders.
Oh, I hope the game's a blast.
Let's hope it's not a bomb.
Oh, everyone's on the pun bandwagon now.
Don't forget, you can watch all our reviews and everything else first on the ABC Me app each weekday.
Yes, and on Monday, I'll have the latest gaming news for you on Spawn Point Scoop, so don't miss it.
Well, that's all for this week. Until next time, be nice, have fun, and keep gaming. Rat out.
Bajo out.
Goose out.
D.A.R.R.E.N out. Oh, did you know next Saturday's show falls on April Fool's Day?
Oh, I'm keeping my eyes on you,
I'm keeping my
Bajo.
eyes on both of you guys.
I must go make some preparations.
No, Bajo. Oh, no. Oh, he does the worst pranks.
I may not come in.
Good idea. What if the prank is that he doesn't do any pranks this year?
That would be the greatest prank of all!
It's not going to happen.